still behave as if it exists. Yeah? So it's the same when you're afraid of spiders. You think you know that the spider does not exist on top of that thing. And I don't know if we have somebody who is afraid of spiders. It takes these people quite a while to be able to go there, even though they know it's not there. Yeah? These are the habits. And we have a very strong habit at grasping or holding this separate I as real. Yeah?
Maybe it's me, but I think I'm still missing 3 points of analysis.
Okay. So if it exists, the first point is you need to know the target.
Right.
So the target is real, true existence of the I. Not the existence of the I, but the real existence of the I. So that's the first point. Second point is, if it really exists, it has to be findable. So there's 2 ways that things can exist. Either oneness with the parts, or separate from the parts. And these are 2 different things, so they cannot be both. Okay? So you have point 2 is, you look whether it's oneness with the parts, or you look whether it's separate from the parts. And at one point, as Leora says, it feels as if it's oneness with the parts, and other moment when the car is gone, I tell you, your eye will be sticking out and saying, where's my car? You will feel it in here, but still not as part of the body. Yeah? So that's point 3. The fourth point is, when you don't find it anywhere after analysis, the conclusion is, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist the way that it appears. That's the fourth point.
Is the third?
Huh?
Yeah.
The third is separate from the parts. Yeah. The 2 modes of existence of something, if it exists really, truly. And if you're interested in this, don't give up, because now you haven't understood. It's really very, very simple, and this is why we don't understand, because we bring with us all our opinions that we already have. And then it's difficult to let go of them. So actually, when you hear this for the first time, usually the way to understand is, first you reject it. Or you go like, doubt. And then if you are interested and you continue to study this and to listen to the teachings, the doubt kind of turns towards like more, maybe. Yeah. It could be like that. First it's like, of course there is an I. What are they saying? Yeah. And then you kind of listen more and more, longer and longer, and then it goes into correct belief. Yeah. And then, because then you know all the points and you know how to do this analysis, and you do it again and again and again. Not reading, but really feeling inside. Knowing the points, and then looking for these things. Is it here? Is it that? Is it? And all you come up is with no. The same as with the pen. When we point at the parts, we say, this is no pain, this is no pain, this is no pain. And then you come to the conclusion, well, I can't find it. So the really existing I does not exist. The problem is that you are looking for something. That's the problem. You're not looking for the absence of this I. You are looking for an I. But the meditation is to see that it's not there. You see, and when things are empty, they're not replaced with something. They're empty. They're not there. It's an absence. And you don't need to put anything there, but we desperately want to put something there. And then we miss the point. We don't really understand what this is all about. Because the moment you understand it's not there, it doesn't matter that there's nothing there. Yeah? But for us, but I need an I in order to exist.
It's true.
That's what we think. Yeah. But the best moments we have in our life is when we are not aware of an I. When we're totally oneness with sports. You look like a sports person. Do you do surfing, skiing, climbing, dancing?
Something, yes.
Sex?
Sometimes.
Sex, yes? Okay. Try to see, next time an orgasm, you totally lose that self. You become so weak. There's no awareness of self. Then it comes back. Because that moment, all the energy channels open up. But sports is better because, orgasm, because we're so grasping, you know, not so good. But it's like dancing, climbing, whatever. If you're able to do some of these things, or painting, or being totally lost in something when you're very concentrated, these are the best moments. No fear, no problems, everything goes smooth.
No time.
Huh?
No time.
No time, you're totally present. No separation from doer and doing. So this is when you understand emptiness. This is what they say. I haven't had a direct perception of emptiness. It's very difficult. But they say it's like your mind, the emptiness, and the bliss that goes with it becomes one. There's not more any, I understand emptiness. You become this absence. Only in your meditation. When you come out, and then you have to total opening. And then when you come out of meditation, then the world still appears, but you know it's just an appearance. And this is slowly, slowly, you start to chip away, piece by piece, in the belief in inherent existence. It needs a long, long time to let go. It's like a bad habit. It needs a long time to get rid of the habit. The reaching out, for, you know, like if you are, I used to be an alcoholic, the reaching out at the beginning is still there very much. Then the awareness of, no, I decided not, then you go back. But the instinct of going for the thing, grasping and believing in inherent existence is still there. Again with the spider. The appearance of the spider on top is not the problem. But my belief that there's a real spider there is the problem. The appearance of I is not the problem. But to think I am really there, separate from everything else, that is the problem. The belief in it, the wrong view that this thing in here is true. That is the problem. And that creates aversion, what is good for it, and aversion, what is not good for it, what we think is not good for it, and attachment, what feels comfortable. Now, with all this comfort that we have, we don't even see that it's not giving us what we want. Do you want to be patient? Yes or no? Yes. So we need to practice this. What do we need in order to practice patience? Friends around us? No. What do we need? Difficult people. But then when they come, we run away from them. We want to have peace of mind, isn't it? Needs to be practiced by being patient. But then we hype ourselves up with all kinds of stupid things that is absolutely no reason to get upset. Getting upset is a habit. And it seems to be that in this country, though I really love Israelis and I love this country, really I do, I feel quite comfortable here, but it seems to be the national delusion is upsetness. You are not a good Israeli if you don't get upset about everything. They think there's something wrong with you. If you're relaxed and happy in a difficult situation, they think there's something wrong with you. Isn't it?
This is very upsetting what you're saying.
Yeah. Sometimes I smile at people in the street, they get upset. I can see it in their face. Actually, one at one point said, "Why are you smiling at me? I'm not your friend." Because when somebody looks at me, I say hello, and I smile, as it becomes natural. Yeah? But he got really upset. We don't know each other. I'm not your friend. Why are you smiling at me? If you're kind to them, they suspect something. What does she want from me? Yeah? This trust has become a big thing also. And you see, a mind that doesn't trust is a very unhappy mind. A mind that trusts, even if the trust is not justified, but it's happy mind at least. Yeah? So we prefer not to trust something that we could trust and then be unhappy because we could be end up to be the friar. that fear of being the friar, I don't know if you don't notice it, is so strong. It is so strong. And it spoils a lot of joy of being together and, doing things together and creates a lot of aggression. Totally not necessary. Yeah. So if you want to be patient and have peace of mind, you need to learn to be patient. And for that you need difficult people. So you have plenty of those here. You think that you have plenty of those. But you look at all the people around you that don't harm you. They're kind because they don't harm you. Many. The majority of the people that you meet, I'm not, not direct meeting, but that you cross or you meet, they're kind. They don't harm you. And then these are the ones who are difficult that become so important. And we forget about all the people that they didn't steal from me, they didn't cheat me, they didn't abuse me with words, they didn't spit at me. We forget about all those. So it's not so many compared, relatively speaking, to the people who are not difficult. Or you think the difficult people are in the majority? I don't think so. The majority of people here also, like everybody else, trying to be happy, not wanting to suffer. Okay, we do a short reflection, then we dedicate, then we go out and try to find the difficult people. If you're a mother and your house is in a mess when you come back because you said to the kids, yes, you can invite some friends, then look at your eye, how it appears. If you go home and you feel lonely because nobody is there, then look at your eye, how it appears. And if you feel really depressed, then think, oh, I could have children, and they could have made a big mess, and now I would have to clean it up. At least now I can have a good rest. When you don't have children. If you have children, they make a mess, then you think, oh, I could be totally alone, no children, nobody to talk to. Then the mess is nothing. See, this is how with the spiritual practice you learn how to think so that you can be happy. Because also happiness for us depends on thoughts, just on words. And then it creates the feeling, because also these feelings are dependent. They don't exist from their own side. We think it's kind of, because it comes so quick, we think they exist from their own side, but they don't. They are dependent on views and opinions and thoughts and habits. Habits can be changed. Okay. So, again, we do a short moment of breathing meditation. Really connecting with the body. And as we did yesterday, maybe, which really helps, the breath is something that is so valuable because it keeps us alive. And we pay zero attention to it. We take it for granted. Imagine you would have asthma. Imagine there would be a gas explosion. We couldn't breathe. Then breath would become important. So when you breathe in and think, I'm breathing in. It keeps me alive. Then you withhold the breath for a moment. And you notice if I don't let it go, I die. So you breathe out. And you think, it keeps me alive. Don't look at me. Connect to your breath. I am not your breath. And try to think like that. To really joyfully, a simple thing like that, that is with us all the time, that we can enjoy. Breathing in, it keeps me alive. Be with the breath. Become the breath. If we can't breathe, we die. Breathing out, it keeps me alive. You can use the breath for so many things. Or you can go breathing in, I'm breathing in peace. Breathing out, breathing out tension, or sadness, or nervousness, or upsetness, or whatever. Because the nature of the mind is peace and space, when you're not lost in your emotions and you're present, the emotions will subside and you become peace and joy and whatever. Okay, so now bring in the thought, I am sitting. And then we do it a bit different from yesterday, and you go, okay, what is sitting? The body is sitting, isn't it? Who is doing the sitting? Is the I doing the sitting? Or is the body doing the sitting? Because Leora said before, I feel like I and body is everywhere. But is the I doing the sitting? It's the body doing the sitting, isn't it? So then try to think, okay, I am the body. I is the body. How do you feel? The I is the body. Does that feel real? True? So I is sitting, body is sitting. Are there two things sitting there? Don't worry, this is to make you confused, okay? This is for you to question how we see things. I can say I am sitting, but what is really sitting? The body is sitting. And just look what happens when you say, I is the body. Then we could say, the body's body. We wouldn't say, my body. We would say, the body's body. But this is ridiculous. If the I would be oneness with the body, you would be able to say the body's body. If the I would be the same as the body, we wouldn't have to make a distinction. Again, go to that feeling. I is the body. Would you say now, sitting, that's true? Then you go, okay, I is the mind. But the mind has different states. Even if you think like that, I is the mind. Does it feel true? Then again, we couldn't say mind, mind. We would say the mind's mind. If it would be the mind. It wouldn't make sense. So what is this I? Is it a combination, like is it a little bit the body, a little bit the mind? Also, that doesn't feel true. One thing that this I also does, it identifies with negative emotions. So if you have somebody that really gets on your nerves, and it can be me, it's okay, I don't mind. And allow the anger to arise. I am angry. Or tired. Or frustrated. Anger is part of the mind. It's a function of the mind. And then ask, am I the anger? And then look what happens. Instantaneously. It's a very good antidote not to identify with these emotions. What happens when you think, am I this anger? And you really look. It separates, doesn't it? So, but you do exist, and there is an I. The name or the label for this combination of body and mind. When we're happy, the mind got what it wanted. Or we're calm, or we're open. When we're sad, it's because somebody that we're interested in is not well. When we're sitting, it's the body who's sitting. When we're walking, it's the body who's walking. The I has no function. It is either the mind or the body who's doing something. But to this combination of body and mind that changes moment by moment by moment, as a convention, in order to be able to function, in order to be able to communicate with others, we call it I, as a label, as a name. It is neither separate from its parts, nor oneness with its parts. And to finish this kind of difficult weekend, I give you the thought, have the courage to think, I am a good person. And then see what happens. Try to straighten up. No ifs, no buts. Just that. Have the courage to believe in your innate goodness that we all have. And then to really generate loving kindness for this being here that is you. By just thinking, may I be safe. May I be protected from physical and mental harm. May I be strong, healthy, and courageous, because life is difficult. And may I be able to live my life with joy and ease, whatever happens. May I be open to whatever comes, because everything is impermanent. Everything is just labeled. And it becomes what we label it. As we said, it's just words which then creates existence. But it does exist. How you see it can be a challenge, it can be a problem. And then we open up our hearts and we see that everybody is exactly the same as I. Everybody has this deep wish for happiness, peace, well-being, freedom. Freedom from negative emotions, freedom from wrong views. Nobody wants to suffer. So may all beings be safe, protected from physical and mental harm. May all beings be strong, healthy, and courageous. Courageous in the sense that we don't have to react with aggression. That is courage. The courage to react with a good, open heart and with a lot of wisdom, not with aggression. And may all beings be able to live their lives with joy and ease. And whatever I can do to benefit them, may I be able to do that. Whoever sees, hears, touches, smells, or thinks about me, may it only be of benefit to them. This should be your mental hygiene. In the morning you get up and think, I am a good person. May I be of benefit to others. Whoever sees me, contacts me, hears about me, thinks about me, may it only be of benefit to them. That decreases the sense of I, but makes the I very strong. Okay? Okay, so I'm not sorry if I confused you. It's good if you're confused, because then these very strong views that something exists, it can disappear. May we all be able to find happiness by seeing that things do not exist the way that they appear to exist. They do exist, but not the way that they appear. This one sentence, if you're in the middle of like trouble and suffering and you go like, oh, it appears like that, but it doesn't exist like that. That can really help you to open up and then react. You know, it's not that, okay, it doesn't exist, I don't react. But then you react out of an open heart and out of some space, and not with aggression. Because when we react with aggression, we react too strong, and only, we only see that side here, and we don't see the other side. Okay, thank you very much for participating in this, and yeah, maybe see you again, maybe not, maybe this life, maybe next life. Yeah.